Definitely not racist here, but a few things, and I'm happy to give you content on your channel. One, I talked about mainstream rap. You came back with 40-year-old movies and a music genre that nobody could name a song, let alone artist. Two, if it's not culture, why are black kids shooting other black kids at higher rates than white kids are shooting each other? That's a question, not a statement. Four, which you skipped, if it's not culture, then why is 13% of the population responsible for over 50% of murders? Now, I'm going to take this in good faith and really believe that you just don't know. You just don't know. First off, going point by point, we're going to go back up to the mainstream rap. In my other video, I named multiple mainstream rappers that have a positive message. Don't denigrate women. Don't promote drug use or violence. You don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't and you choose to ignore these, you know what I'm saying, artists. You know what I'm saying? Maybe rap is not your genre. So maybe you just don't know. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of people choose to ignore the good that mainstream rap has offered in the past and even today. I also named white media that promotes negative violence. You know what I'm saying? Not just 40-year-old movies. I named a show, Shameless, that promotes drug use, that promotes sex, premarital sex, and all this shit that I guess you would deem are bad things that degenerate, you know what I'm saying, or mess up the public, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, is it that you don't know the show? Maybe you didn't catch my reference. You got caught up on Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? And I also named a music culture. You know what I'm saying? That was also very perverse in the way it promoted a lot of shit, drug use, party lifestyle, rock star lifestyle, just real angry, aggressive music. You know what I'm saying? I guess we just gonna ignore it just because people what maybe you don't know what it is. But I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that can tell you about the dead Kennedys. That was the thumbnail that I used. That could tell you about, you know what I'm saying, what's the niggas, Kurt Cobain or some shit like that, bro. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that know these people. I'm sure you know them, but I digress. Uh, I said punk and grunge just to make sure we're clear here. Uh, the it's not a if it's not culture, why are black kids shooting other black kids at a higher rate than white kids? Now, that's a good question that, you know what I'm saying, has a lot of, you know what I'm saying, really nuanced answers to. You know what I'm saying? But let's just say this. Black kids are shooting each other at a higher rate. Let's just give you that. The white kids that are shooting each other, are they defined by that culture? Still. You know what I'm saying? Because I can still tell you that there's a lot less, you know what I'm saying, black kids not, I mean, there's a lot less black kids shooting each other than there are black kids going to school and trying to do the right thing. But we don't highlight that part of our culture. Yet you want to sit here and highlight the fact that there is a lot of cases of black kids, you know what I'm saying, being out in the streets, you know what I'm saying, shooting each other, shit like that. So yeah, I give you that. Why should that define our culture when it's still the minority of the culture? There's not a majority of but all the black kids are not out there shooting each other. So why should it be that? Why should it define our culture? I digress. Okay. And number four, because I don't know what number three. Number three just happened to be there and then disappeared. I don't know. But you said we're 13% of the population, yet we're responsible for 50% of the murders. Is that really true? Now, only 50 something percent. You know what I'm saying? This number is 52. There's been numbers that have been less, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen. But for the most part, only about half of murders get solved or get an arrest. Let's just say that. Cause you know what I'm saying? What you're talking about in that other statistic, which says that we're 50% of murder arrest, you know what I'm saying, the FBI collected data, right? Uh, it doesn't account for the fact that we're 7.5 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of murder. We're higher in the arrest because there's this racist stereotype that black people commit a lot of murder. Not only that we commit a lot of murder, but that we don't report these things. But when you actually look at data, black people are actually more likely to report a crime to the police. So let's just say that, man. We got to actually put more context into these conversations. So, yes, 50% of black people are arrested. 50% of homicide arrests are black people. But how true is it that those people actually committed those crimes? You know what I'm saying? We don't ever get a lot of data on convictions or the overturning of certain convictions. We still don't even in the FBI data that they get and they collect, it's a lot of reporting that isn't done. There's a lot of redefining of terms. But let's just say this. If we're going to go by a majority, white people are about like 70% of grape, you know what I'm saying, arrest. Are we going to start saying that white people are now rapists? And you know what I'm saying? This is their culture. Their culture is grape culture. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. We have to start actually being honest in the conversation instead of trying to down and shit on another culture, man, which I'm not going to say that Matt was trying to do, but it seems to me you're very misinformed. Plus, statistics can be misleading anyway, man. Like, this is what I found on the AI Google search. You know what I'm saying? Plus, this shit can be misleading, man. Alabama has had this reported many firearm homicides by Google search. But let me take you to the FBI database. Only have 4 reported arrests by the FBI due to lack of information. Yet I could Google that many homicides just off of Google search. I'm just saying, man. So we never truly know who's committing what murders because most of them are not getting solved anyway. Most people are not willing to come forth on those type of cases for fear of death or some type of intimidation. But to say that black people commit 50% of the murders and only 13% of the population is buffoonery. You not even did, you know what I'm saying, first level research, bro. So that's all I gotta say, man. We can keep going back and forth on these videos if you want. It don't matter to me, but you're not doing well, bro. That's all I'm saying.